What's up, guys? It's Benny. Part of the reason why America exists is because of religious freedom. European settlers wanting to practice Christianity in their own way, escaping religious tyranny back in Europe, with the state-sponsored religion being pushed down oppressively from a state level onto them. They said, no, we want to do it in our own way. And that's cool. That's cool here. That's why there's no state religion, even though Christian principles, of course, is the bedrock of all of our laws, our judicial system, our Constitution, and the term and idea of God is found all over Washington, D.C., our currency, and our founding documents. But nonetheless, live and let live kind of thing here, right? Unless you're harming someone. The problem is when parts of America get carved up and then turned into religious fiefdoms, where a oppressive religious orthodoxy is able to strip people of their human rights and impress upon them the kind of tyrannies that the original founders of this country escaped. That brings us along nicely to Epic City in Texas. Epic City is a Muslim mega city that would be governed entirely by Sharia law. Oh boy. They'd be blasting Muslim calls to prayer across the Texas plains for hours on end per day. And Texans are pretty pissed off about this. Let's read. Opponents of a proposed Muslim megacity in Texas flooded a public meeting on Monday in hopes of stopping the controversial Islamic compound from getting the necessary permits to begin construction. For hours, the Collin County Commissioner's Court heard dozens of speakers pleading for them to deny East Plano Islamic Center, or EPIC, permits needed to build a city for Muslims that's meant to be the epicenter of Islam in America by organizers. EPIC, a sprawling house of worship located in Plano, Texas, just north of Dallas, has recently become a target of Governor Greg Abbott, who accused the mosque of breaking the law despite no arrests or charges being made to the public. Governor Abbott has expressed his fears that the city will introduce extremist Sharia law practices in Texas and will govern religious marriage and punishment by crime. In the early 2024, EPIC announced that what we would call a historic project, Epic City. Here's the announcement.
The future of living. Welcome to Epic City.
Oh boy. Wow.
Nestled in the heart of Josephine, Texas. It is about 20 miles and 20 minutes from Epic.
Great music selection.
Commercial areas.
Banger. Imagine hearing this all day in the Texas plains.
Welcome to Epic 2.0.
All right. Okay.
Epic City is more than just a neighborhood.
Is it?
It's a way of life.
See?
A meticulously designed community that brings Islam to the forefront.
Can you see why they have maybe like a little bit of a problem with this? It's a way of life that brings Islam to the forefront. Very interesting. Their website also, needs a little help. But straight up says this is a religious compound. We're creating a religious compound. Now Texas has a pretty special history with this. If you look at the Branch Davidians, which I'm not going to get into here, okay? I'm like, listen, that's literally our federal government going in and murdering people who are not breaking any laws or committing any crimes. Not here to say that is what should have happened in Waco, Texas, but I'm here to say that you have experiences in the state that should potentially tell you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't try to create your own little super city. 400 acres of land in Texas purchased by Muslim to build an Islamic super city to govern itself. Well, good news is that the citizens rose up. They lost their damn minds in the county commissioner's court is packed due to the Epic City discussion. They directed hundreds of people downstairs to watch it in other rooms. I've never seen anything quite like it. Thousands of Texans lining the streets in order to get in and give the commissioners a piece of their mind for approving this garbage. And now the governor of the state has stepped in. Texas has halted any construction of Epic City. There's no construction taking place. The state of Texas has launched half a dozen investigations into this project. That includes criminal investigations. The U.S. Department of Justice is also now investigating. This matter and similar matters are taken very seriously, and the actions are taken to address all concerns. Trump DOJ has launched an investigation into the Muslim super city in Texas. Good, shut it down. Shouldn't have 400 acres governed by Sharia law in Texas. My goodness. Greg Abbott halts all development of controversial Epic City. F around and find out, you know what I mean? That's right. Greg Abbott says it's done. East Plano, Texas Islamic Center is the organization. They're not liking this, but everybody in the rest of Texas certainly is. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has announced that the state has halted the construction of the Muslim Supercenter. Major development in Texas. Epic City has been completely halted. State Investigation 6, DOJ involvement confirmed. You know what this means. This means you're never, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. Sorry. It's just not going to happen, right? With this amount, this is what the federal government, this is called the, the very, very painful long arm of the law, as it were. The government can strangle you and destroy you and bankrupt you and liquidate you with regulation or with investigations. They can stop everything that you're doing. You don't like it. Maybe I don't like it. I'm not sure. But in this instance, I definitely like it. Because we shouldn't have... The only way this damn country works is if there is a unifying... if there's assimilation into our core culture. There is a American culture. We are not just a economic zone. There is something called an American. Americans are real. We exist. We have a truly unique and beautiful history together on this land of which we are native on. I am a Native American. I was my family's native to this land. I don't know any other language. I don't have any other passport. This is where my family's been for hundreds of years. And we do have traditions here. We do have a way that our society is structured here. And the only way that a nation this big works and this diverse works is if there is a central culture that everybody adheres to. If you're building cities that are completely and totally alien, separate planets to what America is, then that shouldn't be allowed. Period. It shouldn't be allowed. Especially if it's antithetical to the laws of this country. They have these, by the way, in Europe. They're called no-go zones. No-go zones were like effectively Sharia laws in control. And if you're a white person, or if you're a Christian, and you walk through those zones in Paris or Brussels or London, you'll get killed. So good on Texas, man. Good on Texas for reading the room. Project is still in the planning phase and no construction has started. The developer is yet to file any of the necessary permits to begin construction. Epic City developers have confirmed that nothing has been halted. Oh, interesting. Okay, so here she is saying, on her recent visit to the Muslim city, Epic City, it's still empty farmland. They are still in the very preliminary, early stages of development. Okay. So, the DOJ is now looking into it. Now you're really effed, okay? Basically, a Muslim-only community with Sharia law. Islam has no place in America. Epic City outside of Dallas. Trump DOJ launches investigation into planned Muslim city. The DOJ stepping in, yeah, it's over, man. The action follows a request from John Cornyn, who still should lose his seat, who expressed concerns that the project might violate Fair Housing Act, discriminating against non-Muslims. Yeah. There's a few groups of people that I'd love to apply to live in Epic City and see how it goes. All right. Yeah, sure. Be fun to troll, though, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good thing. But also, more importantly, it begs the question, what is an American? What does it mean to be an American city? What does it mean to live in this country? What does it mean to have a common culture? And our culture is incompatible with other cultures by design. Being an American is something totally unique. It doesn't mean we hate everyone. It doesn't mean we want to go kill everyone. Might mean that for other cultures, but not ours. It just means that we should protect our culture. It's a good thing. It's a value. It's what makes people want to come visit America, right? Is the protection of this great land and what makes us a great land. And so the splinter, alien, and total abomination, like carve-outs, fenced-in carve-outs, that's like not American. So good on you, Texas, and Trump DOJ, and the citizens of this region putting a stop to it. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for more good news. See you.